Now, okay, so the third round, this is the most important round of the entire fight. So this is one that I'm going to have to go over thoroughly because there was a lot of confusion to the rules and how this should have played out, and ultimately how it affects the scorecards. Yeah, anytime there's a foul, you definitely have to go over it thoroughly, so that's what we're going to do here. So the Crazy Hawaiian switched from right on 2 to right on 1 here. I don't like that already. Okay, pretty good shot. So Jason Herzog finally warned the Crazy Hawaiian for a club. I've been saying it the last 2 rounds, and so good ship to him for noticing it. It's harder to notice in real time without the slow motion replay, so that's really impressive on Herzog's part to be able to see that with the naked eye. So let's take a look at the strike here. So looks a little bit low. You'll see the green lines for the target area. So mostly in there, a portion of his hand is still below. So as far as the placement of like the slap, I can let that go. But again, you'll see still leading with the palm. And so it's really more of the same. Again, Dumpling had his chin tucked, so the placement you can be a little bit lenient on as far as how low it is. And so yeah, this was another club, and Dumpling was able to eat it. I was very impressed with Dumpling's chin in this fight. I mean, both guys have amazing chins, but Dumpling I wasn't 100% sure of, but his chin was making time and a half in this fight. All right, Dumpling, right on 3. Okay, definitely some movement. Oh yeah, you'll instantly see Dumpling calling for it, calling for the flinch. And Herzog saw it as well, so he calls it. The Crazy Hawaiian didn't like it. Let's look at the green line so we can really tell. Yeah, he clearly angles his head there. So this is a flinch. This is the right call by Herzog. Okay, so this is where it gets a little sticky. So you'll see that Herzog is taking a point here. That's what that means when he puts up his one finger. Means he's taking a point from the Crazy Hawaiian. So this was the second flinch that's been called on him. The first one was just a warning. So he didn't lose a point on the first one, but on this one, he actually took a point. So when somebody flinches, the striker that was striking when the defender flinched has the option to slap again. That's in the rules. When there is a flinch, the person who threw the strike has the option to slap again, which everyone always takes and you should always take. But there was some confusion here, and that's part of the reason why I went so hard on Slap News, because they said that if Dumpling elects to restrike, then that point is void. So essentially, if Dumpling slaps again, then the Crazy Hawaiian would no longer lose a point. That's incorrect. So I've highlighted the important part of the rules here, so we'll read them together. If the defender commits a foul and a strike lands, okay, so that happened. Dumpling threw a slap, and the Crazy Hawaiian committed a foul by flinching, and it was called, okay? So far, this has happened. Then, if the strike does not result in a KO or TKO of the fouling defender, which it didn't because the Crazy Hawaiian was not knocked out, he's good to continue, the striker has the option to elect to restrike. Okay, so Dumpling gets the option to restrike. Now, go all the way to the bottom. The referee may deduct 1 point from the defender in the applicable round in addition to the consequences above. So that means that in addition to Dumpling having the option to restrike, Herzog is allowed to take a point, and they can both be together. That's what in addition to the consequences above means. That means that you can do both. And so that's what happened here. Herzog took a point, and Dumpling gets to restrike. Now, if Dumpling were to throw a foul on his restrike, then the round could be a draw because both of them would lose a point. And so, okay, this part is important too here. So I'm actually going to play the audio on this because it's important. So when the flinch was called and Herzog took the point, Dumpling was confused and was worried that if he threw the slap again, that he was going to give the point back to the Crazy Hawaiian. So he was afraid that if he slapped again, then the Crazy Hawaiian would no longer lose a point and he wouldn't lose the round. So he was hesitant to slap here. And if you listen closely, his corner, his translator is talking to Herzog and is saying, will you give the point back, or the point is already taken away?
Will you give him back the point, or the point is taken away?
No, the point is already taken away from him.
And Herzog says no regarding giving the point back. He says the point is already taken. And so that's what happened here. Herzog took a point, and Dumpling gets to restrike. All right, so Dumpling, second slap of the third round. Okay, good shot. The crazy Hawaiian eats it, but there's nothing he can do to play this off because this is a 10-8 round. Yeah, right on the cheek. Now, if Dumpling were to throw a foul on his restrike, then the round could be a draw because both of them would lose a point, but that didn't happen. Dumpling landed a clean slap, so Dumpling wins the round 10-8. When you're making a scorecard for this round, there's just no way to score it other than 10-8. I mean, you don't have to like it, but per the rules, that is a 10-8 round for Dumpling. So no matter what card you had, it must have a 10-8 in round 3 for Dumpling, or it's just incorrect. So yeah, I hope I explained that well. I know that there was a lot of confusion on that, and I posted a lot about it on my Instagram. So all right, crazy Hawaiian, 4th round. He switched back to right on 2. You know, I love that. Love that already. Okay, good shot. Great playoff by Dumpling. Dumpling's chin, I really wasn't sure coming into this, but it held up here, man. Yeah, big shot. Right on the chin, jaw. Yeah, right on the button. So this was the cleanest strike that the crazy Hawaiian threw in this fight. You'll see that his hand looks much more flat and it's landing simultaneously compared to the others, where his palm was clearly landing first. Yeah, that was the cleanest strike from the crazy Hawaiian. And it's crazy how Dumpling ate it well when it wasn't a club. Isn't that? It's funny how that works, huh? Dumpling taking his time in his corner. Clear the cobwebs and make sure you can land a good strike. So Dumpling, 4th round slap. Right on 3. Good tuck by the Hawaiian. Oof. Okay, good shot from Dumpling there. Pretty good playoff by the crazy Hawaiian, but not like he normally does. Usually you'll see in like the first couple of rounds, he would just instantly be like, nah, that was nothing. Yeah, that was a big shot. The crazy Hawaiian's chin is crazy, man. Boom, right on the button. Green line for the target area. Yeah, right on the button. Look at how it squeezes right in between the target area. Really good shot from Dumpling there. And so this round was pretty close. I guess this one probably could have went either way, but I gave it to Dumpling there. I thought that he landed the better slap, and I honestly thought he had the better playoff. He didn't even move when the slap happened, and he just instantly shook it off, whereas the crazy Hawaiian definitely shook his off, but it took him a second, and you can really tell by comparing it to the first and second round playoffs from the crazy Hawaiian as to how much that hurt him. And again, it was a clean slap by the crazy Hawaiian, but it's just really funny how, you know, the cleanest slap that he's thrown is one that Dumpling ate with ease. So yeah, it really just goes back to my point of him getting away with palm strikes. But yeah, you'll see 4th round, I gave it to Dumpling 10-9. And you'll see that so far me and Bisping have our scorecards the exact same. I don't always agree with Bisping, but in this particular fight, we were on the same wavelength. So pretty close round, but I think it's pretty easy to give that to Dumpling there. All right, 5th round, the crazy Hawaiian. Right on 2. Let's go. Boom. That was a huge shot. Massive shot by the crazy Hawaiian. Look how he's in his face. And Dumpling's trying to chirp back to him, but you could tell that rock Dumpling. Look, he's a little stumbly there. Crazy eat by Dumpling. Yeah, he's leaning on the table, which is a veteran move. This looked like the best slap of the entire fight. Boom, right on the chin. And that one looked a little better from the crazy Hawaiian too, as far as the palm. Let's take a closer look. Look at the power on that, and look how he gets right in his face. You see the crowd reaction from that. That was a big shot. I think that was the best slap of the entire fight. All right, Dumpling, round 5 slap. Right on 3. Okay, not the best shot there from Dumpling. And see, look at how the Crazy Hawaiian plays that one off. He wasn't doing that in the 4th round. That's how you know that he wasn't phased. In the 4th round, he did not play it off like that. He just didn't. And so yeah, that's an easy score for the Crazy Hawaiian there. Look at Dumpling doing the belt. He was convinced he won, and so was I in the moment, to be honest. I was convinced that Dumpling won, and so was Bisping. I mean, you see that scorecard there, 48-46, but they had it as a draw. Nice clean shot from Dumpling, right on the button, but the Crazy Hawaiian just absolutely munches on it. Absolutely munches on it. Look at the sweat come off the Crazy Hawaiian. Holy shit. Boom. Look at all that sweat. That is insane. That slow motion replay is insane. And good job from the Crazy Hawaiian not to move his head there. But yeah, so that was the easiest round of the entire fight to score. That was the Crazy Hawaiian all day long, 10-9. And so you'll see when you look at my card, I had it 48-46 for Dumpling. Now this is where it gets interesting because the judges had this as a draw. I think that the Crazy Hawaiian had the biggest slap of the fight, but again, when you're judging round by round, you only win that round, regardless of whether or not you have the best slap of the fight. So yeah, this was just a very controversial fight in my opinion. I really don't always agree with Bisping, but in this particular fight, you'll see we had the exact same scorecard, and I think that it was relatively easy to judge. I really do. And so yeah, I just can't get behind this draw, man. I just really think that this was the wrong call. And I mean, I get that there's probably a little bit of bias for me because I took Dumpling by decision as my official pick on my Instagram. But even still, I mean, I felt like I was very fair in how I judged each round there. The Crazy Hawaiian, in my opinion, kind of made out like a bandit there. Like, he didn't win, but he didn't lose his belt. So it's basically a win for the Crazy Hawaiian. Like, it doesn't go down as a win on his record, but he gets to keep his belt. And now they're going to have to do a rematch, and he's still going to be the champion. So I don't know if he gets a little bit extra cash for being the champ in the rematch. Who knows? But yeah, very unsatisfying result for this main event. This was a very hype fight. But yeah, so we'll see what's next. They have to do the rematch. I'm not sure when it'll be, but if I had to guess, I would say probably one of the overseas cards. Keep Dumpling over there. He's a big draw. So is the Crazy Hawaiian. And the rematch is going to be huge. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. And leave me a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, until next time.